Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video of something cool you can do with the Digitakt, and that's to use it like a analog tape style tape looper. So something like where you can use a old Tascam Porta Studio and make a loop tape out of it, and then you can just record some tracks and then use it kind of like an instrument. So here I have a Digitakt. Off camera a little bit, here you can see the wave state. Wave state is going into the Digitakt and then into some effects. I like to use effects that have modulation on them. So the night sky and the volante are great for that. So I have a new project here. I'm going to go into sampling mode. I'm going to turn monitoring on so we can hear this. I have a piano sample loaded up on the wave state. I'm going to go ahead and start sampling, and I have the trigger set very low so it'll just start recording immediately. I like to put a lot of spaces between the notes, especially for this. It'll sound really neat. You'll see what I mean in a few. And I have it recorded into here. I'm going to accept that. It's going to normalize it. I'll just name it whatever, just the default. And I'll make it as track 1. Now I want to go into just the standard track view. So press source and you'll see the waveform. And we want to go ahead and go with the start point, and then the that was the stop point. So stop point at the end of the sample, and then the start point at the beginning of the sample, like that. And then now if I hold down the button, there's our sample, and it's only set to play once. So what we want to do is set the play to forward L, which will do a loop. So every time it's re-trigged, it'll start at the beginning and it'll just play that loop. But if we let go, it's going to follow an envelope, and we don't want that. We want it to keep playing. So go into our envelope settings, so our amplitude envelope, and we want to set the release all the way up, the decay time. So basically just set the decay time to infinite. So what'll happen is we'll be in stopped play mode, so make sure you don't have a sequence running. And then once you start the sample, it'll keep playing over and over again in a loop. So you can do that up to your 8 tracks. And then one of the cool things that I like to do is you can go into the master setting like that, and then you can use it as a mixer just like you could on an old tape style Porta Studio, and then bring in and out each track. I've done this in a previous track that I've done, and I just love doing that. So here's where the effects get interesting, and I like modulation. So I'm going to take in my volante, and then you'll just have to experiment how it sounds. And then I'll bring in the night sky, and you'll see what I mean. It's this great ambience you get out of it. I think it's a fantastic way to use the Digitakt. I mean, it's mainly a sampler / drum machine, but like as a little tape looper, it's really cool. And here you could get a little more advanced with like the LFO. I like to use some pitch modulation, so I have the LFO selected for track 1. We're going to set the destination to the tune, and then I can add the depth a little. And if you can hear that, you got some kind of like, warped vinyl vibes going with that. It's just great. And then go ahead, bring in some reverb. I like using external reverb. The internal reverb is very good on this, but I just really like external reverb. So your mileage may vary on what you want to do, but experiment. And setting the envelope to infinite is what basically turns it into a loop player. So to stop the loop, what you want to do is double tap stop, and then it'll stop any loop playing. So you have to be aware of that. It'll stop all of your loops playing. But yeah, so once you have loops set for each of them, then you trig them, you have them set into an infinite decay, and they'll just keep playing. And then, like I said, you can use the mixer here to bring them in and out. So yeah, just something I wanted to share that I love to do with the Digitakt. Thanks for watching.